Good morning, Hacksters. Today with us we have Kenta Yasukawa, who is the co-founder and CEO of Soracom. Good morning. Can you tell us what Soracom is?
Good morning, Alex, and good morning, everyone. I'm CTO and co-founder of a company called Soracom. Yes, we do have the connectivity platform that actually connects different kinds of things and solutions to cloud environment. We have, for example, cellular SIM card like this one that you can put into devices like Raspberry Pi, and you can connect these your Raspberry Pi to cloud environment from anywhere that we support. This one single SIM card actually works worldwide, so you can just deploy your solution in Europe or US or Asia as you choose, and we can support all these different parts of the world.
Can you tell me a little bit about yourself?
Yes, I used to work as a kind of researcher at the Ericsson. I was doing connected home, connected car type research projects, and I got really excited about that. And at the time, I was thinking always, having some kind of intelligent logic in cloud, but I didn't really know about cloud itself. So I joined AWS, Amazon Web Services, as a solutions architect. And I worked there and worked with various customers to build the systems on top of cloud. And after that, I started to think by building telecom core network on top of cloud and create a platform for connecting devices and gadgets, I thought we should be able to solve problems that I faced when I was a researcher. The problems, there are so many challenges when it comes to building IoT systems like connectivity, security, and also device management and everything, etc. So I thought building a platform on top of cloud may solve it. And I shared that idea with my colleague at that time, who became our CEO of the company. And we started the company together. And that's our brief story and my brief story.
That's really cool. So you were kind of solving the problems that you experienced as an engineer.
Exactly, right.
Awesome. And another thing about Soracom, it works worldwide, but also across a bunch of different wireless protocols, right? You've got 2G, 3G, LTE, Sigfox, and LoRa.
Correct. So we have we started with cellular connectivity because it's most available connectivity for various platforms, and we also added Sigfox and LoRa capabilities to our network so that we can actually support low battery powered devices in a much better way. So we have actually customers who kind of combine all these technologies to connect their devices.
I have a random question, actually. So the logo that you have shows a sort of line and a star, which implies that it's...
It is.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
And that kind of implies that it's part of a constellation. Is that a particular constellation, or is it just like a pretty design?
Yeah, it's actually Big Dipper.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and also the Polaris in the sky.
Cool.
The company name Sora. Sora is a Japanese word for sky.
Yeah.
You may know this. And com came from communication. So we are kind of trying to create a platform that can cover the world and connect the things and people everywhere. So that's our kind of name came from. And this design logo actually came from our friend and designer, Kina-san in Japan. He drew this logo because, Soracom, it's 7 characters. The kind of consists the Big Dipper, and North Star Polaris is like a where devices and data to. It's like a kind of guide for everything.
That's a really cool backstory. It's much cooler than I expected. So one of the cool things about Soracom is that instead of operating on someone else's mobile network, you sort of have your own mobile network. Is that right?
Yeah. So when it comes to radio stations and the actual physical radio part, we actually rely on our partner operators. Like for example, here in the States, we have supported AT&T and T-Mobile networks. In Japan, we have worked with NTT Docomo and KDDI. So we rely on these the physical network. And what we have is our core network sitting on top of AWS cloud, so that when it comes to when the device sends data to local cell tower, the data comes via local operator and come to our environment on top of AWS. So from device point of view, when they are using cellular or LPWA, next hop is already our environment on top of AWS. So that's a kind of unique thing that our setup has.
That's really interesting.
Yeah, that has a unique and also unique advantages. For example, since the next hop is already cloud, the devices don't have to expose themselves to the public internet.
Yeah, right? It sounds great for security.
Exactly. And we can even support creating virtual private peering between customers' environment and ours. So we can actually offer end-to-end private network based on cellular technology or LPWA. That's one of the unique things that we offer. And also, since we can leverage the practically infinite capacity of cloud, we can offer interesting features like, for example, protocol conversion and authentication on behalf of devices and things like that to offload heavy lifting from the devices to cloud.
So you can sort of choose whether you want to do like edge stuff or cloud stuff or both as the consumer. Very
exactly,
cool.
right. And once you deploy IoT devices in the field, it's difficult to manage configuration or change the destination of data. Like, for example, you may start with your own server, and at some point you might want to send the data to cloud service, like for example Amazon Kinesis or Google PubSub. In that case, usually you have to change the configuration on the device side. That's already difficult if you deploy the devices worldwide.
Yeah.
But instead, we have an endpoint that we receive data from devices. We can we route the traffic to a different environment. So by just changing the cloud side configuration, we can route traffic from your server to Amazon Kinesis, for example, or vice versa. So that kind of flexibility is something we are offering through our platform.
Awesome. So you just like have this control system that you can kind of route stuff between the devices and whichever endpoints, and that's very cool.
Yeah.
So let's take a look at this website, especially because it features some case studies that I think would be interesting for our audience. So we have the easy proof of concept, pay-as-you-go pricing. I thought this is really cool, is that there's no contract as far as I can tell. It's not like a monthly thing. It's like by the amount of data you use. Is that right?
Exactly. So we have inherited our, so myself and also our CEO Ken came from cloud environment like AWS. So we inherited the pay-as-you-go pricing model of that cloud offered. So everything is pay-as-you-go on our platform. So our users can just start small and grow as they like. So that's our philosophy. So there is no contract or no kind of hidden fees. Everything is written on the pricing menu.
That's very nice. And so we have these case studies. It's being used by all kinds of different people. You showed this really cool translator gadget a second ago that I'd love to show our viewers. But just
exactly.
Really quickly.
That's one of our customers' device. This is called the Pocket Talk.
Okay, let me. There we go. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this one. So it's a handheld translator, and it has cellular module and our embedded SIM built in. So it can actually. So if you talk to this in a language, it speaks out in a different language. And the unique thing is they use the cloud-backed translation engine to do this translation. So they need a connectivity back to cloud so that they can actually make use of cloud environment. So we provide a connectivity to this device so that the people can travel with this handheld device, and they don't have to worry about how to connect the device. They can connect to them everywhere.
And that's where the worldwide nature of the network really comes in handy.
Exactly, right. And again, we work with the local operators, and the traffic comes to our environment. So everywhere this goes, basically, it has the same kind of user experience.
Super cool. Do you have anything else to show off over there?
Yeah, I have. I already showed our SIM card and also the Raspberry Pi. Here's another one. This is the wire LTE board made
Ooh,
by our partner Seed Studio.
cool.
So this is a microcontroller. It's Arduino compatible, so you can use the Arduino IDE to write code on this. And it has a built-in cellular module, and this is antenna, and also it has a SIM card slot. It actually has our SIM card built in.
Huh.
So this one can actually connect to cellular network by itself. So you write code, and it can actually connect to the environment.
That's super cool. And those are Grove connectors, so it can like hook up to all the little like sensors and actuators in the Grove system.
Exactly. So you can connect various kinds of sensors, and we have actually also the data storage and visualization service. So if the
Huh.
if the user sends data to our endpoint, we can store the data and show that in a nice graphical user interface. We call that feature Soracom Lagoon. So
Huh.
it's actually one of the cool things that the our developers users got excited about.
That's really nice. Yeah.
When it comes to send data from this kind of microcontroller, you have to do a lot of things like writing client code and also putting the authentication credentials and everything, right? In our case, since we can authenticate device by using our SIM card and receive data, when we receive data from these devices, we can route traffic and also apply right appropriate credentials to authenticate to cloud. So that's one important feature that we offer to connect these kind of devices.
And that's again another like indication that you folks think a lot about security and making sure that that's just built in and not like an extra thought.
Yeah, and also the when it comes to supporting this kind of device, you need to be able to support low overhead, lightweight protocols.
Hmm.
You could implement HTTPS stack on this one. It's going to consume a lot of CPU power and also battery. If you run this one with battery, the battery life is also important for IoT.
Hmm.
So we allowed these devices to use low overhead, lightweight protocols, and we do protocol conversion to transfer data to cloud environment. That's one of the challenges I faced when I was doing, connected home, connected car type projects.
Oh, I
So
bet.
yeah, as an example.
On this case studies page, yeah, so obviously there's a lot of things here that would sort of require security, like tracking your pets, for example, or your wheelchair. Those are both like things you'd probably go everywhere with, um, and all kinds of other things. So that seed module that you showed, as well as, of course, the SIM card, are both featured in as potential free hardware for participants in this contest that we're running right now, the Cellular IoT Challenge. That's very
Yeah.
exciting.
Yes, we are excited too. So we started to we started this contest with Hackster because we wanted to actually build cool, innovative ideas in a prototype with our developer users, so that we can showcase the possibilities and capabilities of what we can do together. So we are actually our vision is to make the world a better place by connecting all these different kind of things and also people. We can actually provide this connectivity solution, but we cannot do that. We cannot actually make the world a better place by ourselves. We need
Mm,
to work together with our customers and partners, and by joining the forces together, we should be able to achieve that. That's what we believe. As you saw in the customer case studies, we have seen a lot of different use cases on our platform, and we believe we can do more, but we don't know yet. That's why we wanted to do this contest, so that we can get ideas from the innovative people and developers and build the things together. So
that's
that's
super
why we
cool.
started this one. And
And
we are so excited about the proposals we received.
oh, that's so cool. So people have about 5 days left to submit. Is that right? They
Yes, right.
until
Yeah, we're
March
still
18th?
accepting proposals, and the proposals are not just cool cool, prototypes. They are really
Uh-huh.
thinking about solving the problems around the world. So that's something that excites me. It's not all these challenges the participants are talking about are real issues. Like
Yeah,
for
this is
example,
really interesting. Like the
yeah, smart farm analytics, and
uh,
also like solving the public parking issues and the smart briefcases. A lot of these ideas, these can make the world a better place by
wow,
joining
yeah.
forces together.
So you mentioned that one of the things that people could get access to through the contest is you have a new announcement coming up that's going to be released in July in Japan. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Yes, yes. So we are going to have a annual conference in Japan,
Ooh,
so-called Soracom Discovery. We last year we got more than 3,000 people registered, and it's
wow.
a huge conference that we host. And we, of course, we do our own announcements, but also we have great keynote speakers and guest speakers, and it's all one day event that is totally about IoT and connected devices and solutions based on connected products. So I highly encourage people who are interested in that kind of field to join. And the grand prize of the contest is actually invitation to the conference. So the what the winner will be invited to Tokyo to join the conference, and also
Ooh,
yes, and also the showcase what the winner built at the conference.
that's really cool. I want to go to that conference. Ah,
Yeah,
so you're one of the judges. So you're one of the people that people have to impress in order to make it out to Tokyo for the free trip for the conference.
yeah, yeah.
Cool.
I'll be one of the judges. So yes, definitely. I'm actually already excited to review the product proposals that we have received. And when it comes to the judging, I of course cool. I love
Mhm.
cool products and cool ideas, but
Yeah.
also I like the participants to think about how these products or prototypes can go production. So the challenges I had when I was a researcher is making prototype is so much of fun, and I love it still.
Yeah.
But when it comes to moving that from prototype to production, there are so many challenges like security, connectivity, device management, as I mentioned. So the idea behind our platform is basically we try to solve these common issues, right? So making a prototype to production can become easier by leveraging the features that we offer. So we'd like to actually join forces together. We'd like to actually help the participants think about production phase as well when they build the prototype. And if they can actually accelerate the process by using our platform, that's what we like to achieve. So that's something I want to look into when we review the proposals and also judge the prototypes.
That's super awesome, and it seems like partnering with Seed is a great way to, get extra, people in on the hardware side as well.
Yeah, exactly. See, the studio has great products like this one and many more, and we can connect these devices to AWS cloud. That's where we are hosted and great partner for doing IoT
Yeah, hugely
operations.
scalable.
Yes, yes. So you can scale at any scale with using AWS. So by combining these three platforms, I think we can help the developers to build what they want to build.
That's super cool. So, thank you so much for coming on. Is there anything you'd like to wrap up with?
Again, we are here to help accelerating the innovations that you guys, I mean, the audience are thinking about. So anytime, please reach out to us. We are happy to, solve challenges together. We often work with customers directly so that we can help, architecting IoT systems together, and also we do solve problems together. So don't hesitate to reach out to us if you have any questions or comments. And we are so excited to have more proposals. So please do that in the remaining 5 days. So that will be my wrap up.
Rad. So the website, all these links will be in the description of the video for those watching. Um, be sure to visit Soracom.io as well as Hackster.io/contests/Soracom contest. And also on the Soracom main page, you'll see a little person pop up that says, "Let me know if you have any questions. I'm here to help." So that's
Right.
one way to get in touch.
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome. Thank you so much. This is
Thank
a
you so much,
great,
Alex.
so exciting. Cheers.
Yeah, so exciting. Cheers.